Hey everybody, welcome back to Upsquared's Auto Food Fight, Devlog 4. Called this one Stocking Up. I wanted to call this update something like First Sale or Grand Opening, but it felt too misleading, sadly. This update is from catching up to May 18th, 2022. I realized how fast these devlogs have been going relative to where the game is at currently. I feel as though I might pack these next couple of devlogs with a bit more progress in them. Otherwise, it'll take forever to properly catch up. The next features I worked on was freezing and unfreezing foods and condiments in the store. This allows you to keep what you want even when rolling. For now, the placeholder freezing effect is just a light blue box over it, kind of like ice. I also added the displays for the stats, attack, which is called flavor, and health, which is called quality. I'll be using the terms flavor and quality when describing foods and condiments for the game. After that, I added tiers for the foods and condiments. Tiers as of this update don't mean anything. However, similar to other auto battlers, as you go through turns, you unlock higher tiered choices to pick from. Usually higher tiered things are better than their lower counterparts. Here's an exciting feature I wanted to add. Our meal has been empty this entire time. Finally, that can change. You can buy foods from the store at last. Took a bit to get clicking and dragging working properly, though. Luckily, Unity has a few ways to handle something like that. Final thing added is being able to buy duplicates of a food to add experience to them. I made a placeholder display for the experience above them. While the levels don't do anything yet either, it still really helps to have all this done for the future of it when the levels actually affect what the foods do. The store is really coming together now. As you can see from our checklist, if you recall, we're now down to just 5 things left. So we've done 12 out of 17 things on this checklist, where it's really coming together. Really nice to see most of these get knocked off the list. A couple of these are a bit complicated potentially to do, but yeah, we're wrapping up the store pretty soon here. As for transparency of the game overall, I realized I haven't discussed the plans for release or prices. Let me do that here. The first playable thing will be a demo of the first chapter of the story. Hopefully, I'll get lots of good feedback to improve the game and catch any bugs. The initial release of the game will be entirely free to play. You will be able to play through the entire story mode at no cost. In a perfect world where the game gains a decent following / has enough support on Patreon, I'll probably do a poll or ask if people would rather see an expansion story or an arena mode multiplayer similar to Super Auto Pets. In the case of an expansion story mode, it'd be a whole new set of foods and condiments with a new theme. However, I would probably charge something like $5 for that. In a case of an arena mode, it would just be a free update, though I would add cosmetics, some of which you can earn and some you can buy. None of the things you can buy will ever give you an advantage in the game, just cosmetics. At least these are my plans and intentions as of now for all of this. I promise not to do a big spiel every devlog about my Patreon, but it's the only realistic way I'll be able to afford full-time work on Auto Food Fight. Any at all helps me continue development. If you don't want to or can't afford to, I totally understand. I appreciate support in any way I receive it. So if you'd like to support us on Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/autofoodfight. There'll be a link in the description for that. If you want to support us on social media, whichever of the many links that are there, please feel free. Just go to autofoodfight.com.